Non-playable characters, or NPCs, can be odd. They are essentially pre-programmed robots meant to act like human players. Whether they are asking complete strangers to do errands for them, leaving valuables out in the open, or just phasing through walls because the game's engine is a bit buggy, we've all laughed at an NPC for doing something we thought was completely ridiculous. And that is what we are looking at today. We are looking at some of the most ridiculous things NPCs do in video games. Before we begin, don't be a dumb NPC. Hit that subscribe button for more videos on the games you love. Silent Witness. It's a staple in almost all stealth games to avoid the guards or to take them out stealthily. We've seen it in Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, and many more stealth games. The player creeps around a corner and spots a guard incoming. They duck behind and wait for the perfect moment to strike. When the guard least expects it, boom! They're struck quickly and quietly and taken out. Of course, the other guards are blissfully ignorant of the fact that one of their friends just got jumped and is now missing. In other stealth games like Hitman, this stupidity is taken up one more notch because not only is one of the guards now missing from patrol, but now there's a new guard with an entirely different look trying to blend in with them. The idea here is that your character is being stealthy, but wait, tell us, when has this ever worked in real life? Not just the likelihood of a guard being knocked out in one hit, but also having the thief take the guard's place and get off totally scot-free. Hey Jeff, where'd Frank go? He was just here. Oh wait, never mind. There's Frank. Nice haircut, Frank. Breaking and entering. Granted, this doesn't happen in most RPGs like Oblivion and Skyrim. In those games, your butt will be handed over to the guards if you're caught, but in earlier adventure games like Legend of Zelda, Link had free reign to pillage innocent villagers' goods. While it is a trope as old as the 8-bit era, valuables and collectibles are often found in the homes of NPCs. Whether it's money, health, potions, weapons, ammo, or just random junk, the chosen hero has raided the homes of the innocent since the beginning of gaming. This trope is so popular that back in 2010, College Humor made a skit called RPG Heroes Are Jerks, where two NPCs are discussing how at any moment a legendary hero will come and ransack their home. Sure enough, an armor-clad knight comes in and proceeds to take what he can find. We won't spoil it for you, but we will leave a link in the description so you can see how it ends. More to the point, sometimes games will let you live out your deep fantasies of committing a B&E on some unsuspecting NPCs. I mean, what are they gonna do with those rupees? Buy a chicken? Buy some masks? Nothing. Get out of here. Hey guys, we are very excited to announce the Premium Network. The Premium gets you early access to videos from The Richest, Screen Rant, The Taco, The Sportster, The Things, and many other great channels. Literally thousands of videos in one place with ad-free browsing. Check out the Premium by clicking this link. Sign up for free and start binge-watching videos from your favorite channels. Asking strangers for favors. It's a staple of nearly every RPG in existence, the side quest. You are the chosen hero, the adventurer tasked to take on the harsh world around you. However, on the way, if you could drop off some eggs or do some work on the farm for a local townsman, that would be great too. While not all side quests are that tedious and unnecessary, the fact still remains that complete strangers feel entitled enough to approach you and ask that you perform menial tasks for them. So you, the legendary foretold hero, is now reduced to an errand boy. Now, that's not to say that the rewards for doing these quests is not worth it. The quest can become oppressive real fast. I mean, let's take this scenario into real life. Let's say you're out at the mall and someone you've never met approaches you and asks you to deliver a message to her aunt who lives in the next town. In return, she'll pay you, let's say, $100. Your first response, most likely, will not be, "Why sure, ma'am, I'm on the job." No, the conversation will go something like, "What? No, who are you? I'm calling the cops." We guess it makes a little bit more sense in a fantasy setting where there aren't any cell phones than it does in the real world. Keeping their powerful artifacts out in the open. Now, this trope is not true for every game, and in fact, we will be looking at one game in particular for this one, and that is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In Majora's Mask, Link is tasked getting back the cursed mask from Skull Kid to prevent the land of Termina from being destroyed by the moon. So let me get this straight. There's a powerful, literally earth-shatteringly powerful mask that's kept with a frail old man with an oversized sack of masks. No guards, no vaults, nothing. What? In what world could this be okay? If the nuclear launch codes were that loosely guarded, we would have had nuclear fallout almost instantly. Now, you can make the argument that the happy shop owner wanted to keep this mask hidden away so that no one could use its dark power. Sure, the fact Skull Kid found the mask to begin with is a major stroke of bad luck for the world of Termina, but maybe, just maybe, you can spring for a lock so your world-destroying masks don't fall into the wrong hands. And don't think we're just picking on Majora's Mask for doing this. There are loads of games with plot devices just like this one where the protagonist needs to save the world because someone sucked at their job. Failing to follow basic directions. Escort missions. The two words that will make every gamer groan in disgust other than uttering the words console exclusive. Murphy's Law dictates that if something can happen, it will. And there are a million things that could go wrong between the mission's beginning and the objective. Target can't get past a wall? Reset. An enemy clipped the wall and grabbed your target? Reset. You complete the mission, but the escort target died at the last possible moment. Yeah, escort missions are the worst. And while it seems that games are largely moving away from this formula, some major releases managed to slip through the cracks. Remember The Last Guardian? The Project Ico? I don't know how you pronounce it. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. That game that took almost 10 years to make? Well, good news, you're tasked with directing this giant cat dog bird thing that behaves like your newborn puppy. Here's the kicker. This giant beast is not only your way of getting around, but it's also your main companion through the majority of the game. So not only is this your companion, but it's also the only way of beating the game. Did I mention that it has the attention span of a puppy that's been crossed with a goldfish? Because it does. Need an example of a dumb NPC? Look no further than pretty much any escort mission. Going aggro. So maybe you stole one too many items, or you accidentally picked up the wrong item. Now you've got the town guard and the person you peeved off coming at you with full force, all because you took the lowly shopkeeper's spoon when you were trying to get the bag of coins that were out of view. This is most prevalent in Fallout and Elder Scrolls, but if you so much as look at an NPC's items the wrong way, they will scream for the guards and in fact chase you down themselves to try and take a swing at you. While we here at The Gamer don't condone stealing and general thievery in real life, the lengths at which these NPCs go to get back the things you accidentally picked up are a bit extreme. Imagine if you did this in real life. You go into the gas station real quick, you're looking at all the snacks and pick one up to get a better look. Now, before you can react, you get a face full of broom because the clerk is attacking you. Convenience stores would be a lot less convenient if every clerk behaved like they came out of a Bethesda game. If that were the case, you could simply duck behind the counter to disappear, assuming that you have 100 stealth. Leaving things in odd places. For this example, we have to look at the BioShock series. Yes, it would seem that in the world of Rapture, where society is degraded to the point of madness, people will just keep random health packs and money in the oddest places. It's as if these NPCs have no organization skills. They'll often leave food, health, and money in garbage bins and keep food like hot dogs in their pockets. While it might be socially acceptable to keep your money in your wallet, people will give you strange looks when you toss $5 in the nearest garbage can along with a perfectly good health pack. Of course, the food is more prevalent in BioShock Infinite, where food is more abundant than health packs, and oftentimes you'll find food items in briefcases, luggage trunks, and yes, even garbage cans again. In fact, to demonstrate this ludicrous phenomenon, the video game comedy group Mega64 made a parody on BioShock Infinite where one of the members dressed as Booker DeWitt walked around a crowded boardwalk looking for food to eat while low on health. I guess this is also for the player as well. Yes, it's dumb for NPCs to leave food and valuables in weird places, but it's just as weird for you, the player, to take them. Having dialogue options be locked out. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna go back to Bethesda, more specifically Fallout. In certain Fallout games, the player has the option to use their skills during dialogue to get extra perks, whether it's more reward money, weapons, or extra goodies. Sometimes you need to use these extra options to progress a certain quest, and in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, the dialogue the players have with NPCs is different, but both have the same annoying effect. In Fallout 3, your skills give you a certain percentage of succeeding with a certain option. This will most likely correlate to your speech skill, but other skills can play a role too. In any case, even if you have a 50+ in a skill, the chances to succeed a skill check are roughly 80% or so. You know what sucks though? You still fail and then you can't try it again. Like, does that? In what conversation could someone not be convinced to do something if they just ask again or completely shut someone down after one try? It is rude and totally silly. Hey Jerry, can I borrow your lawnmower? No, and if you ask me again, I'll call the cops. Jerry, I was just asking. No, you will never ever get my lawnmower. Just let me have it, Jerry. Walking into walls/clipping. Look, we all want superpowers. Whether it's super strength, flight, or telekinesis, everyone can dream of having cool power. Apparently, NPCs all wish that they could walk through walls or disappear. Some of them are different in that they would rather fly off into space than stay grounded. You see this mostly on the dreaded escort mission, but you can see this out in the open too with open world games like GTA and Skyrim. And look, we've all seen those videos of people walking into walls and poles because they're distracted by something, most likely their phone. The difference here is that real people tend to correct themselves, albeit after being hurt or laughed at. We've known about this little glitch in the system for as long as games have existed in the third dimension, and no matter how recent the title is, NPCs just can't help themselves and get stuck in a wall or glitch through a closed door. What's even more prevalent is the thousands of compilations of NPCs glitching out in game. Whether they walk through walls, teleport, or just fly off to nowhere, NPC glitches offer hours of entertainment for gamers everywhere. Giving away your position. NPCs aren't limited to the ones you don't interact with. Your companions can be just as hopeless when it comes to the dumb things that they do. Companion NPCs usually have two settings: follow and attack. There is no in between. So if for any reason you want to do a stealthy takedown, good luck if you have a companion. The minute you attack, they will go charging into battle, weapons drawn, and will eventually get surrounded and die, leaving you to fend off the rest of the enemies that you opted to take out stealthily. All that time planning carefully and waiting for the right moment, God, wasted. What's even worse is when they get in the way of your attacks even when you decide to go in guns blazing. How many times has this happened to you? You're using a melee weapon and your companion gets a little too close to you when you swing and pow, you end up hitting him. You'd like to feel bad, except that A, they got in the way of your attack, and B, they are unfeeling robots who are made to serve you and your mission. So while companions are helpful in completing your quests, don't count on them to always be helpful. And those are 10 dumb things NPCs do in video games. Have you ever had a bad NPC experience? Of course you have. Let us know about it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to The Gamer to see more videos on games that you love. Also, check out our playlists for more exciting gaming content. Thanks for watching.